Okay, hi everybody. This is my video of Batman Talltale games. Talltale game. So I'm gonna try to do like each episode individually. So what we have in the first episode is that we see Batman like in its earlier days. Even um Gordon was just a lieutenant. He wasn't even commissioner at the time. And he's helping Harvey Dent come mayor, try to run for mayor, and he finds out like a lot of people are saying that his parents were not the people he thought he were. He thought his 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 dad mainly, Thomas, was a good man, but he finds out that he was wrong. That everybody is telling him that Thomas was a crook who ran with the mob. And by the end of the episode, he finds out that is true because he sees a picture of his family with with Carmine Falcone, and so and he you get to decide if you like hang Falcone up by his hands or stab or impale him. Either way, he lives for that ordeal. I don't know how he lives after the whole thing with him being impaled the way he was. So and Bruce like loses all his like has his home investigated, and he find out who Catwoman is, and Catwoman finds out who he is. So that's pretty much the first episode. And the second episode, Bruce, we find out that Bruce may is losing his company because people are against the hunter or wait, this is third episode. We okay, now I remember. The second episode is when Two Face when Harvey Dent is like is still running for mayor, and the other guy for mayor is running too, and he's also was like worked with Thomas Wayne. So with and and Carmine Falcone gets shot at the beginning of it. And Batman has to go and find out is his dad really is bad, because everybody's saying that he was a doctor who treated people badly who were not mad, like Penguin's mom. He blackmailed Penguin's mom and stuff like that. Sorry, they're working on my roof, so hopefully you can't hear that. Um, so and then we see like Selena and Bruce have to go. Selena and Bruce have to go and stop them from stop the children Arkham, who are the bad guys in this game, from interrupting of a pep rally. What has to do with Harvey Dent and the mayor. So what they're like saying, vote for me, vote for me. The art the children Arkham and Penguin come and make it where they both look bad. And by the end, the choices that you make to happens in the next episode. So the choices are you gonna save Harvey from Penguin, from hurting him, or are you gonna go save Selena? Because if you don't save Harvey, he turns into Two-Face. So, and if you don't, you save Selena, she's she's mad at you. So, but if you don't save Harvey, the rest of the game, he looks kind of weird because the rest of the game he acts like his Two-Face gear is the Two-Face personality is there. Um, the one that's me and stuff like that. No matter which version you go on to, he still acts like he has two different personalities. One telling him to do bad things, and one to do the justice. And so the third episode comes, and we see that if you decided to save Harvey, he's still in the hospital. He's not banged up, but if you don't, you see like bandages on one of the side of his face because since it turns him into Two-Face, and he gets to be mayor because he won by default. Since the mayor at that time got killed. Yeah, we find out that that mayor was responsible for hiring the guy who killed Thomas and Martha Wayne in the last episode too. So um he's freaking out. It's okay. They're not gonna hurt you. So let's see. Um, After that, we find out that Penguin is gonna take over Wayne's Corp. Now they can't see me. So, because everybody knows that Thomas Wayne is a bad person, and it's bad for Felicity to keep Wayne, even though that Bruce has nothing to do with what his dad did. But they still want to represent the company better. They put Penguin in charge, which is bad. They had no idea that he is a criminal. It shows like on his records that he's a good guy, even though we know that he's a criminal. So and then this one you don't really get a choice at the end, because no matter what happens. We seen like Vicky Vale like investigating stuff and like trying to be a reporter. So mostly she's trying to get Batman to like be against himself, maybe against Bruce Wayne, because since she doesn't know who he is. But since at the very end we find out who she is, we find out she's Lady Arkham, the leader of the Children of Arkham, and no matter what happens, we have to attack Penguin because she like puts this drug on us that makes you like bend to whoever puts the drug into you's will, and she like as him attack Penguin to make him look bad. And so in the fourth episode, we get sent to Arkham, and so we spend like the first half of the episode in Arkham, and we meet the Joker in it. So mostly he's not. I think the Joker did great in this game. I'm happy he's not in it that often because after the whole entire thing with the Arkham games where he's in it all the time, even when he's dead, he's in it. So it's good to have where he's not the main antagonist. Because after having a whole entire series where he is the main antagonist, we have one more. We have the Children of Arkham and Penguin. We like give the other villains a chance to shine. Like, I love Joker, but we have to let the other villains have a chance too. So he's just mainly in for a cameo, and he helps without knowing who he's talking to, because Batman does not know who this guy is. He's in this game. He's just John Doe. That's his name in here. He's not yet Joker. He acts like Joker, but doesn't have a name. So Batman did not put him in Arkham for some reason. So somebody else put him there. Um, he helps Bruce figure out where Vicky is, and he helps Bruce get out of Arkham so he can get back out there. And only reason why he does this because he wants to be entertained. Since the Joker doesn't really care, he just wants some entertainment when he's watching TV, because he sees this as entertainment. So, and all the other people we see in Arkham is we see Zaz, and the ventriloquist is in there too. I think it's pretty much it. So when we get out, we have to either a problem because the Penguin's is trying to get into our tech, so if he can control it, and that way Batman has no tech to work with. This is his fist. So, and then Two-Face is practically trying to turn the town against us, because in the third and last episode, you can decide to sleep with Selina or not. And Selina was kind of like his girlfriend. So if you don't sleep with Selina or not, he walks in with Bruce pretty much half naked, and he gets the wrong idea. Even if you don't decide not to sleep with her. So, and he acts like Joe's boyfriend and stuff like that. So he wants to turn the whole entire town against us. Turn the whole entire town against Batman. By turning the whole entire town against Bruce Wayne. By attacking him and telling him you have to pay up in order to get past the blockade. And then he tries to attack the Wayne Manor. So you can either decide to go stop Penguin and get him arrested by the end of the episode, or stop Two-Face from attacking your home and have him arrested. So in the fifth episode, no matter what depends on what season you shows. Because if you decide, I like what you arrest Penguin better, because I think they did a better job of showing the action in that version than the other one, because we got to see Gordon kick ass in it. In this version, we get to see Batman, but the other one, we just have see, they have to stop Two-Face from killing the mayor, from killing the commissioner at that time, because they're like because Two-Face is looking bad as the mayor, because he's going around trying to stop the Children of Arkham, but he's going about the wrong way by blowing up stuff to all the with everything that the Children of Arkham has. So, and he accidentally takes the commissioner hostage. Poor Gordon is shot, and even though he's shot, he goes around with a big gun and showing that he kicks ass like he should. He shoots all the bad guys who are attacking him. And the Penguin one, um, like Penguin takes hostages of her take hostages in a group, and that's how we have Bruce Wayne take down take talk to him privately and stuff like that, and like either scenario, you still see the commissioner in that time in that game die, so we can have by the end of this game we have what we have in the original comics, Gordon be the commissioner. So either scenario, you choose to have Penguin or Two-Face arrested. Either way, the commissioner in that game dies. So, and by the end of this scenario, Bruce um, goes and like distracts either Two-Face or Penguin for Gordon so they can arrest him. Like we see him like for Penguin, he's in the park and they're like talking to each other. He's like insulting him or like keeping him distracted, and if Two-Face for Two-Face is like trying to kill like random people to prove a point, and he's like doing his own trying to flip the coin things, and P Bruce is like saying, "The coin, are you really gonna let the coin decide what you do? What are you gonna do when the coin doesn't flip?" And that's basically what happens at the end of that one. We see him where he can't decide because he can't flip the coin. So both of them in both scenario gets arrested. So you still, no matter who you pick, they both get arrested. We just get to see the situation look different, and so since I like the Hunter, I like the Harvey one better. If you decide to not arrest Harvey, and because the way I just like the way they handled Gordon because I think he was more of a badass in that version. Um, so at the end of that ordeal, we see that Alfred, who's also badass in this game, like early on when Two-Face is trying to take over the manor, and he if you did not like him back in episode 4, he had like a big gun, telling him um he had to help them take down Harvey. So they get the tech back and stuff like that. Bruce gets to be reinstated as the CEO of Wayne Enterprises, and so after all this whole deal, um, the Lady Arkham, Vicky Vale, tries to kidnaps Alfred. We find out, thanks to what the Joker told us, that her real parents was the guy who made Arkham. Forgot his name. It's like really hard to say. Um, Amadeus Arkham. Amadeus Arkham is Vicky Vale's because her real name is Victoria Arkham, and that's her. So, and since Thomas Wayne tortured her parents, and have her where she's adopted by crazy people, so that abused her. And so she blames everything on Thomas, and since he's already dead, she has to take it out on Bruce and poor Alfred, who had nothing to do with this. He was just a butler. So she like uses Alfred to get to Bruce, um, and so he like takes Bruce take Alfred to an Arkham asylum, where she releases all the inmates, and we fight them, the inmates and her. And there's a really weird glitch. It was funny. There was like this guy, Oriel saw with his eyes and his teeth in his mouth. So we see this weird glitch where we see eyes and a mouth floating around attacking people. It was a glitch, but it was freaking hilarious. Like, and so we got the Invisible Man now on Batman. Really hope they stop doing what they're doing on my roof because it's distract. It's making probably gonna be in the video now. Um, so and we like pretty much see Joker, who's not even involved in the fight. He's just sitting there drinking and he like when he sees Batman, like, night. I'm glad I meet you. He's just sitting there clapping, and we just see him taking a drink. Like, I don't need part of this. I can just watch you people do it. um. So, and after he's making sure all the inmates get back into their cells, making sure none of the orderlies get attacked. He goes after Vicky, who's who has Alfred right below Arkham. And you like hear him like, why are you even helping Bruce since she doesn't know? And then they have this final confrontation where you either have to take off on the mask or leave it on. Because if you take off the mask, um, Alfred doesn't have a patch. Because if you don't take off your poor Alfred loses an eye. If you do take off your mask, Bruce has a nicked ear because he gets attacked by his ear. I chose I did not know what's gonna happen. I didn't want to have Bruce have his identity because I did not know that Vicky was gonna die at the end. And since she's a reporter, she can just tell her about him. Like, okay, I know who Batman is. It's Bruce Wayne. So I did not take off my mask. I just attacked Vicky and pour out Fred. But had to pay for my mistake. So poor Alfred looks like poor Alfred had either his eyes too badly injured or he loses an eye, and I makes you feel sorry for it. So at the very end of the game, we see that they know the truth now that Bruce has nothing to do with what his dad did. So and we get to see Gordon become commissioner, and either you have Batman support him or Bruce. I have not seen anybody do pick Bruce yet. I picked Batman because Alfred asks us, "Who are you really? Are you Batman or are you Bruce?" And since I believe that Batman, I believe that Bruce Wayne's the mask, and Batman who he really is. So I think he should be like helping out Gordon that way. And in the way in I don't know the other scenario, the same thing happens. Because in this scenario, in the scenario I picked, somebody tries to attack um Gordon, and we save the day. And two things I had to compliment about this scene is that when he's like right before Gordon has to do his speech and stuff like that, Bruce Batman comes and like says like gives him a pep talk and helps him like say what to say. Like, what should I say about you? Like I picked I'm here to help the city, and he's like, stop talking, and Batman leaves. Like, I'm gonna have to get used to him not being me talking, and when I look at him, he's not there. I'm gonna have to get used to that. Like, yes, you are. Even when he's like being honoraried as commissioner, Batman has to give him a hard time and not stay for the whole entire compensation. So, And okay, I forgot what the other thing was. Now, so at the end, like after we see this one, we see in a bar, there's Joker drinking, and he like sees the whole entire fight on the news. Like, I'm at that was a great thing that has happened. I'm gonna have to find some way to top it. And that's how the game. That's how this season ends. So, what do I think about this entire season? I love it. We find a completely different game take on Batman. Like we see his dad was a bad person, even though like in a lot of movies and comics, we always see Thomas as a good man. In this game, he was not, and we get to see where from its own her town hates Bruce Wayne. And I like this take. It's a bit dark, but I love it. So I would like to see a movie do this, or we see this kind of take, but it's okay if they don't. We got to see it in a game, and I can't wait to see what happens next in this game. So I would give it a 10 out of 10. Okay, he won't let me grab him. I'll have him. He gives it all four of his paws. Okay, so we'll see you guys later. Bye bye.